Person is standing between two poles. Find that the angle subtended at his eyes by the tops of the pole is right angle. Let's say this is the person. Here is the person. And angle subtended at his eyes is right angle, means 90-degree angle. Can we draw a 90-degree angle there? Yeah, this looks like a 90-degree angle. Yeah, let's say this is the pole. And here is the pole. And this is the other pole, right? We are given that if the height of the two poles are 2 times and 4 times, so let's say this is 2 times and the bigger one is 4 times, and the height of the person and the distance between the poles is equal. Height of the person, okay, fine, and the distance between the two poles is equal to the height of the higher pole. Now height of the higher pole, this height is same as the distance between the poles, right? Let's name the poles. Let's say this pole is AB, this smaller one, and the bigger one is ABCD. Let's name this C and E. And this is E and F. E, and this point here is F. Since this is 90 degree, so let's represent it by 90, and we can draw a straight line passing through this point. Yes, we get two angles now. What we are given is that the height of the person and height of this pole is 2 times. Means if this is X, this much is X, this is going to be, AB is going to be 2X. Means EF is X and AB is 2X. This total distance here is 2X. Now what does this mean? This means this is X, so this part here over, this part is also X. A, B, C, D, E, F. Let's say this point is EF, this point is G, and this point here is H. Now DC is given equal to 4 times the height of the man. That means this length from D to this point C here, this total length is 4X. That simply means DZ is going to be 3X. Yes. Now this is 90 degree. So is this. If we assume that the angle, see this angle, for example, if this angle is theta, since this is a straight line, this angle is going to be 90 minus theta. Is that correct? Angle on a straight line, sum of angles on the straight line has to be 180 degree. That means, okay, that means this angle is 90 degree, 90 minus theta, no? 90 minus theta, we're talking about this angle over here. Now in the triangle, sum of 3 angles is going to be 180. That means in triangle DGF, you see triangle DGF, this angle should be equal to theta. Did you understand why this is theta? Angle sum property of this angle is 90, this is 90 minus theta, so obviously this would be theta. Angle sum property of the triangle. Once we have leveled this, we are ready to go. We are asked to find the ratio between FZ to FH to FZ, right? The distance of man from smaller pole, that is FH, to the larger pole. So let's say this distance, the distance that we are asked, this distance, let this be small d. Let's represent that distance by small d. Now if this is small d, f of h is small d, then g of f is going to be 4x, because this distance, this total distance from here to this point is 4x. Okay, So 4x taken away d. So this distance is going to be 4x minus d. Which one? GF is going to be 4x minus d. Once you have labeled everything like this, whole question is in this diagram up here. So we are ready to go. Now we can start our work. All right, let's begin. What we are going to say is we are going to take these two triangles. So let's start with the triangle, say DGF. Can we write first all these things like let AB is equal to, we have AB as, AB is 2x. We have DC as 4x. DC and CA are equal to 4x. Both are 4x. Yes, can we increase the size a little bit? It's like, this should be fine. All right, so now our GF is going to be, GF is going to be 4x minus D. Okay, and F of H, F of H, right? F of H is equal to small d. Okay. And we have also shown that this angle is theta. Everything is shown on the right. So can you find using trigonometry, tan theta in this triangle and tan theta in this triangle? So what would be tan theta in triangle FHB? In triangle FHB, FHB, what can you say? BH over FH. BH is over FH is going to be equal to tan of theta. Now tan theta means opposite by adjacent, isn't it? So value of BH is small of x, small x, I guess. Yeah, that's a small x. And this is D. So x by D is equal to tan theta. Isn't it very easy now? This is equation number 1. We need to find D is to 4, the ratio of this is to this. Well, in triangle DZF, what we can say in triangle DZF? Now let's take another triangle in triangle DZF. In triangle DZF, so we can say DZ divided by, should we find tan theta? So that tan theta is opposite by adjacent, no? So we can say GF over DZ, yes? So GF over DZ is the better choice here. So we are saying GF over DZ is equal to tan theta. Why we are saying that? Because then tan theta and tan theta can be equated and we can get the ratio in X and D and we are done. Yes, almost. So GF is 4x minus D. So we are going to write 4x minus D there. 4x minus D and divided by GD or DZ is 3x is equal to, like the first and important thing is just noting down everything from the question and write this in this diagram. And then this is tan theta, isn't it? This is equation number 2. What do we get from 1 and 2? From 1 and 2, we can say what tan theta should be equal. So that means x by d should be same as 4x minus d over 3x. All right, so here we're going to write from 1 and 2. From 1 and 2, we get 4x minus d divided by 3x is same as x over d, isn't it? Cross multiply and see if you can find some relation between x and d. We get 4x, actually 3x into x, let's write the x squared on the left hand side. So we get 3x squared is equal to d into 4x minus d. So that is 4xd minus d squared. Or we get 3x squared minus 4xd plus d squared is equal to 0. Now this is a quadratic in x or quadratic in d. So we can solve this quadratic to get the value of x, adding minus 4 and multiplying 3. So numbers are 3x squared minus 3xd minus xd plus d squared is equal to 0. It's going to be 3x x minus d and minus d times x minus d should be 0. All right, so it's gonna give you either x minus d is 0, so x minus d times 3x minus d is equal to 0. So this implies x minus d is equal to 0 or x is equal to d, either this, or we have 3x minus d is equal to 0. That means x is equal to d over 3. That means this length x here either should be equal to the d, means a quarter of this is d is, x is equal to d means this is 4x, means a quarter of this. It looks like, quarter x and 4x total, 1 and 3. So now we'll take both cases. Actually, if x is equal to d, what we have, and when x is equal to d by 3, then what we get. So case 1, now if x is equal to d, they're asking us to find the ratio of fh to gf, right? Or ea to ce. So that ratio, which is fh, the distance of a man from the small tower, which is fh divided by gf. This can be, fh value is, what is the value of fh? Small d. That's a small d. Divided by, this is 4x minus d. And in place of x, we are writing d. That means 4d minus d. First we write 4x minus d, then put the value. So first we should write 4x minus d. That would be d divided by 4d minus d, d over 3d. D gets cancelled, we get 1 over 3. So the ratio here is 1:2. In this case, means the ratio of the distances between the man and the small tower and man and the larger tower is 1:3. So the ratio is, in this case, the ratio would be 1:3. Okay, this is the case 1. And there can be one more case when x is equal to d by 3. So let's write that. We'd say case 2. Case 2 when x is equal to d over 3. Then also we'll find the ratio, which is f of h divided by g of f or gf, whatever that is. So that would be d divided by 4x minus d again. So which is going to be d divided by, in place of x, we are going to write d by 3. So that is 4d by 3 minus d. That would be d over 4d by 3 minus d would be d by 3. Yes, d over d by 3 means this 3 will be written upside down, so 3 by 1. So in this case, the ratio is 3:1. Therefore, required ratio is going to be 3:1. That means there are two situations possible. Either the distance between the man and small tower is in the ratio man and small tower to the man and the large tower is in the ratio 1:3, or it is in 3:1. So there are two cases where the angle subtended at the man's eye would be a right angle by these two poles. Okay, I think it's clear. If you like it, give a thumbs up, and also think of sharing and subscribing. I'll see you next time. Till then, take care and stay blessed.